we're going to keep moving doing these indefinite integrals by substitution. The first one, 1 over square root of 7x dx. Now, there's any number of ways to do this. We can do this by substitution, or we can remember that you don't have to. Okay, well, let's take a look. If I do that, this is the integral of 1 over square root of 7 times 1 over square root of x dx. So then I can pull out that 1 over square root of 7 square root of x dx. And then I can say, well, 1 over square root of x is x to the negative 1/2. So then I add 1 to the power, divide by the new power. So dividing by 1/2 is the same thing as multiplying by 2. So 2 square root of x over the square root of 7 plus c would be your answer. If you did it with substitution, you're probably going to get a slightly different answer, but it's equivalent. It's just it's going to be represented. It's going to look slightly different. But again, don't forget rule number 1. Why do it if you don't have to? But if you wanted to do it, just pick u equals 7x, and then you would get a very similar result once you went on. All right, so this one, solve a differential equation. So this actually isn't as hard as it looks. What you want to do then is you want to say, okay, that tells me that dy is 11x squared over square root of 8 plus x cubed dx. And then when you integrate both sides, so by the way, that's an interesting thing. You haven't seen this, but when you have an expression, two things that are equal, what you find is that their indefinite integrals are equivalent. Equal is a strong word because you have to watch out for that arbitrary constant. But you find that their indefinite integrals are the same. So if their functions are the same, then indefinite integrals are equivalent. So this would just be y equals that integrand, or sorry, this integrand, this whole integral. So then from there, all we're doing is we're really solving for this. So let's use U substitution. We can't directly do it, so we need to pick something. So let's pick the thing inside the square root. We're going to say u equals 8 plus x cubed. That tells me that du is 3x squared dx, or equivalently dx is 1 over 3x cubed du. So again, we're going to take this here, we're going to say y equals that, which is 1 over the square root of u times 11x squared times du over 3x squared. So that's this piece and then this piece. And the x's are going to cancel, so we're going to have everything in terms of u. So I have an 11 thirds. So that gives me an 11 thirds 1 over the square root of u du. 11 thirds u to the negative 1/2 du. 11 thirds u to the 1/2 divided by 1/2. Plus a constant, which is 22 thirds square root of u plus c, right? U to the 1/2 is the square root, multiplied by the reciprocal, so that becomes 22 thirds, which is 22 thirds square root of 8 plus x cubed plus c. And that's the solution, the general solution to that differential equation.